Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Codename The Wolfman. You're tuned into The Wolfman. And today we're going to get into John Deaton's speech because it caused so much uproar and speculation in regards to XRP on social media and the market. I think it's warranted that we go over some of the major points of what he had to announce today on Friday. So happy Friday, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please continue to do so. And then we'll get into a little elephant money at the very end just to show what we're doing currently and what we continue to do here. So again, John Deaton, I want to first give a shout out and say thank you for everything that you do, sir. Thank you for being a part of the XRP Army. But let's get into his announcement today with everything that it brought. So first off, he started off by just apologizing to the community because the way that he announced that he was going to be giving an announcement this Friday caused a bunch of speculation towards the price of XRP, speculation towards what he might be announcing. Will there be a settlement, et cetera, et cetera? People made up everything. Will he be coming out with a rap album? You know, we take it that far because again, there's immense speculation, a lot of rumors surrounding the project, especially with how much, how this legal case has been going and how long this thing has been going on. So everybody has these hopes and dreams of everything to come to fruition and for this case to be over with. And so we threw all of those hopes and dreams right into this announcement that John Deaton was going to give. So he first off apologized for not being able to fulfill some of those expectations that people have or what they thought that he might be coming to talk about. But he did come right in and kind of go, he started off with his first point being about Steve Naroff. And if you haven't heard anything about Steve Naroff, you may want to look him up, do your research on him. But essentially, he was someone who was around the SEC and crypto from the very beginning. And he kind of seems to be the smoking gun for Ripple at this point because he is an SEC whistleblower. The government actually, I believe, they said they threw him in a van, like they almost kidnapped him. They tried to ask him about some major players in the crypto space because they wanted to incriminate these people, and they basically went after him and they tried to prosecute him in the process of doing that. Now, eventually, they actually dismissed his case, even though he said, "Hey, bring me to court because I want to say my piece," knowing that for him, he's saying that he's innocent. And they went ahead and just dismissed the case with prejudice. So that seems a little weird, but John Deaton just went on to say that, listen, if the SEC wants to continue this case against XRP, they want to continue this appeal basically against Brad Garlinghouse and XRP Ripple, then what they're going to do when they cross-examine this guy, if he's willing to come up, is going to be worse than what the Hinman emails could have done to them because he's essentially that smoking gun that has the receipts and has a lot of what went on behind the scenes, how they tricked everybody, and just how things became the way they are currently. So he said, if they want to continue to do that, I'll cross-examine them myself and we can get right to the bottom of it, which we don't think the SEC wants to do. But it's just nice to know that XRP and Ripple have that in their back pocket to use if they need to. So that was point number one, Steve Naroff. And I apologize if I'm pronouncing this wrong incorrectly, but that's point number one. You could do your own research on him. Point number two was about kind of his apparel that he had on. It says Spin the Bits. His shirt says Spin the Bits. And it's actually a project on the XRPL. And John Deaton has decided and asked the developer if he can be a part of that project. So, Spin the Bits is not necessarily related to Ripple, only the fact that they're building on the XRP ledger. But John Deaton has seen some potential in that project. He decided, I want to be a part of that project, and the developer brought him into the project. So he just wanted to let everybody know about Spin the Bits. I think it could be something cool. I don't know a lot about the project because I haven't researched it. But as I always say, do your own research. It's all you need to do is go out, do your own research, and see if it's something that you're willing to invest in or something that seems important to you that you like. And there might be something cool. Again, John Deaton is on that, and that could be a good thing. So that's point number two, was going ahead, Spin the Bits project on the XRPL. Point number three is actually John Deaton just going out and letting everybody know he has a book. And that you can purchase that book. And, same thing. I say to do your research on that, but I actually do think that it's something that the XRP Army, at the very least, should do for John Deaton. And I'll tell you why. Because out of these points that he brought up and this announcement that he made, the number one thing that I took from it was he's been doing this. He's basically Ripple's legal counsel, and he's been going through this whole case for years, coming out of pocket, and he hasn't asked for 1 cent. He's done this pro bono. So he hasn't been paid with money. He hasn't been paid in crypto, and he willingly has taken on the SEC at his own expense. So at the very least, we could go out and buy this book from John Deaton here, and this is it on Amazon, called Food Stamp Warrior, a memoir that's about his life. I mean, the least you could do was just spend some money on the book, especially if you're part of the XRP army. And this guy's been out here fighting for us for free. That's more than a lot of people would do. But I'll tell you this, in the crypto community, we have a saying that's called "wag me," and essentially that means we're all going to make it. And this is the definition of we're all going to make it, because we're coming together as a community to achieve the goals that we want to see and to get to where we want to be. So wag me, John Deaton. We're all going to make it, and with you, I appreciate you. We'll make it. So you guys, look out for that book. You can purchase it here on Amazon. It may be available at some other outlets, but I see it here for $24.99 here on Amazon. So shouts out to John Deaton on that. Now, lastly, again, I said I'd make this as quick as possible. That speech put you in a little bit of a somber mood, maybe if you didn't hear what you wanted to hear out of it, if you didn't hear settlement talk. But I'll tell you what, week after week, every week, whenever you're in a bad mood, a somber mood, you can't go wrong with elephant money, baby. See, I'm a part of the herd also, and we know that elephant money is getting to the money week after week. And again, here's the chart right here on CoinMarketCap. This is the 7-day chart, and you can already see we're up 14% in the last 7 days. So from down here on the 15th, September 15th, at 41, and we're already up here at 48. We're almost at the all-time high for elephant money. If you didn't know that, it's been higher than this before, and it was a while back. Some things went on behind the scenes, not even behind the scenes, but things went on, which happens in crypto, and it dropped. But we've built back up right to almost being at the all-time high. And I almost want to celebrate. Like, I'm a little bit afraid. I'm happy. There's a mixed emotions that's going around this, but I want to kind of speculate myself on when we'll reach this all-time high, which I want to say the all-time high was around 51. Let me see if it's listed here, because one thing I've noticed, or actually 59, so you can see it right here. So if I were to speculate, and I might be a little bit off, but what I'm going to call on this is the herd will reach this all-time high. I'm going to give it to October 15th. And that might be a little early, but the way this thing has been moving and speeding up, I'll give it to October 15th. As a matter of fact, let's push it back a little bit. I want to be more realistic. I'll give it to October 23rd. Okay, we'll come back October 23rd and see if we've reached the goal or not and reached the all-time high. But this thing week over week has continued to go up and to the right. We'll check 1 month, it's up and to the right. 1 year, it's up and to the right. It's ridiculous how this project has been growing. And the crazy thing is, I'm even seeing online on Twitter that a lot of these major exchanges, they don't want to give you the truth about elephant money. They don't want to put the true ranking of elephant money on their sites. Now, why? I don't know. But if you know somebody at CoinMarketCap, if you know somebody at any of these companies, let them know, man. Give some shots out to the herd. Give some shine to the herd, because week after week, we're proving that we're up and to the right. So anytime you're feeling bad, if you're part of the herd, you can't feel bad, because you're getting money every week, every day, every minute, every hour. That's how we get down. So again, guys, this was just a quick market update. Shouts out to John Deaton. Thanks for giving the announcement. I appreciate it. I actually felt good about it. Condolences to your mother. I felt the emotion when you brought that part out. If you guys haven't seen it, you can check it out at Johnny Deaton on Twitter. Johnny Deaton 1, I believe, Twitter. You can go check him out. Check out the actual live where he went over everything. And check out Elephant Money. Do your own research. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Wolfman out.